your sense of the R word? And the survey put out by the World Economic Forum of global economists seems to say that 70% of them think that a recession is around the corner this year.
So Rahul, the way I would describe the outlook is that we have a tough year ahead, 2023, but we certainly are seeing signs of resilience around the world. So in terms of a global recession, I think we are still a fair bit away from it. Now, it could happen. We could end up, if there were more downside risks that emerged. But in terms of our projections, which we'll actually put the numbers out at the end of this month, we're not in a global recession territory. Now, of course, there are individual countries that are closer to a recession than others are. And that's something that several people are talking about. There's still the war. We still have inflation that's high and monetary policy tightening that continues, and we'll see the consequences of it. So we should see a global economy that slows this year. But by the second half of this year, we expect to see a recovery and then a rebound into 2024. So that's how I would describe the outlook.
But the one other perspective that I'm hearing is that things aren't quite as bad as initially imagined. When people were talking about what might happen in Europe during the winter because of the energy crisis and the manner in which the war was playing itself out, would you say that some of those worst case scenarios haven't really played out, and a slowdown, even if it's a sharp slowdown, is more likely than out and out recession?
So that's the part I said when I said that there are signs of resilience. You're exactly right. I would say compared to our forecasts in October last year, the US and the Europe surprised on the upside. US because labor markets continue to remain strong. Europe because the winter turned out to be warmer than feared. So that has both helped. And then we have China. So China moved dramatically away from its zero COVID policy. So we're going to have a couple of months where things are going to be very tough in China, but then we expect to see a rebound happening in China's economy. So there are certainly some positive turning points, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. I think we still have a difficult time ahead.